Hello, good morning students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Very good morning all of you. I hope everyone is good, fine. Good morning, good morning. So today we're gonna practice the top 20 questions for the ISRO examination, the subject of mechanics. So quickly join the session so that we can start off this very morning session, practice session for ISRO 2023. Good morning guys, good morning. I hope so everyone is good, fine. My audio and video all good, all perfect. Let me check from my good morning Arun, good morning. Very good morning. Let me check from my end also. Okay, all good. Okay. So good morning Beam Sethi, good morning Success, good morning Sandeep, good morning, very good morning. All good, perfect hai, audio, video, chalo. So without wasting much of the time, let's quickly start off this session because I have to cover 20 questions in the very shortest span of time possible. Okay. Chaliye, so I hope so everyone is connected with me on my Telegram channel, that is Mechanical by Suraj, and also you can drop me a mail if you have any difficulty or doubt regarding any course or any guidance if required. Okay. Yes. All good. Let me check my end. It's all good, right? Yes, all perfect. Okay, so you can join my Telegram channel Mechanical by Suraj, where you are getting some daily updates, the study notes also, and some question practice for your different examination. Okay, chalo, let's begin. Good morning, Tarun, good morning. As you know that ESE means result is being out, so make sure everyone is registering yourself, those who have ESE means qualified, so that you can get the benefit of that expert panel for the free interview, right? Okay, so can we begin? So all set, all settled down. So can we go with the first question on the screen? Top 20 questions, and I have make sure that all the questions are having the same level as that of ISRO, not the gate level, but definitely will be having that ISRO level of examination. Okay, chalo. So first question on the screen. I want quick answers from every single student so that we can complete that 20 questions in the next 30 or 40 minutes. A rigid body will be in equilibrium under the action of two forces only when. Yes, very good morning, Tarun. Quickly, the forces have same magnitude, the same line of action, and the same sense. The forces have same magnitude, same line of action. The forces have same magnitude, same line of action, but opposite sense. And forces have same magnitude. Which of the following statement is appropriate for saying that the body will be in equilibrium under the action of two forces only? There are only two forces acting. Only two forces acting. Yes, A, B, C, or D. Anyone? Option A, option B, option C, or option D. Okay, very good, Arun. Sandeep, correct. देखो, ISRO में you are getting this type of questions only. You won't be getting a large calculative problem. The reason being, you know, there is no calculators allowed. So definitely you need to go with the questions which is having either basic calculation or statement based problem. Yes, option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Very good. Good morning. Start date कब से है? I think आ चुका है, but let me check. मैंने देखा नहीं है, but देख लेता हूँ. ठीक है? Option C is the correct answer. Very good, Shreyas. Good morning. Next question, question number 2 on the screen. All clear? Anyone having any doubt? Because definitely if you're having two forces, if the body to be in equilibrium, both the forces should be having the same line of action, and also it should be at the opposite sense. Okay, F right side, F left side, they should be acting in the opposite sense but the same magnitude, then only body will be in equilibrium, right? Because equilibrium का condition क्या? What is equilibrium condition? The total force equal to 0 and the total moment equal to 0. Okay, चलिए 24th August, yeah. चलिए next question. Concurrent forces 2 root 3, 5 root 3 and 2 kilonewton act on a one of the angular points of a regular hexagon towards the remaining 5 angular points. Determine the magnitude and the direction of the resultant force. Determine the magnitude and the direction of resultant force. These are the angular points of a regular hexagon. What will be the magnitude and the direction of the resultant force? A, B, C, or D? Simple question. Quickly. These are the concurrent forces. So basically we can say hexagon means we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forces acting. Okay. Yes, quickly. A, B, C or D? Is it 10? Is it 1? Is it 10, 20? Your direction is 0, 180, 60 or 0 degree. Draw the diagram. They're basically talking about a regular hexagon. Hai na? So basically you know what's the angle between an hexagon points. Okay, if I say this is an hexagon, right? So I can simply say, if I say this is your 2 kilonewton, this will be your root 3, right? This will be your root 5 or 5, this is your root 3 and this is your 2. Okay, so can you tell me what is the angle made by the body? What is the angle between the hexagon? At every angle, what is the angle? Anyone who can tell me? What's the each angle subtended by an hexagon? Quickly. Shreyash, Arun, Sandeep, Sun, Bhimseti, Tarun. 60 degree, right? Okay, each angle is basically 60, so just you can have that 60 degree angle subtended by each one. 60, 60, 60 each. Yes, quickly. Hai na? Very good. Chaliye. So we'll be having 60 degree angle because basically it is something like this. This is an hexagon. Okay. So let's say this is one of the force. This is second force. This is third force. This is fourth, fifth, and sixth. There are 5 forces, right? So something like this. Chaliye. 60. This is 60, 60, and 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, very good, very good. Quickly, tell me the final answer. You have to calculate only 2 things, the total horizontal force and total vertical force. You calculate total horizontal force, total vertical force, you resolve the component, and then you can take the tan of total vertical by tan theta is equal to, or tan alpha is equal to total vertical by total horizontal. Right? Option C. Sandeep is getting option C. What's the total horizontal force you are getting? What's the total horizontal force you are getting? Anyone who has calculated, and use without any calculators, try to calculate total horizontal force, total vertical force, and tell me the result of that. Yes, Tarun, Shrey, Sandeep, you are getting option C. Might be you have solved this. Shreyash, Ashish, yes, quickly. Anyone? Done. Done. You have to take 60 degree each, right? So take the cos of this. We can say 2 plus root 3 cos 60 plus 5 cos 120, plus root 3 cos 180 plus 2 cos 240, like this. Similarly, we'll be having the sine component. You'll be getting total horizontal force will be equal to 5. Total vertical force I am getting like somewhere around 8, right? 8.6. So you take the resultant is equal to under root of total horizontal square plus total vertical square. Okay, so this is 5 square plus 8.6 whole square under root of this. So this is 25 plus 64, near about will be getting under root of 25 plus 66. So near about 200, near about 100 will be getting. Okay, so that is 10 kilonewton. 10 kilonewton means you can eliminate option B and D, and definitely you cannot have an angle of 0 degree. We can only let off with 60. Okay, right? You cannot have a 0 degree angle as a resultant force. So definitely you are only left off with option C as a correct answer. Okay, clear? Right? Chali, next question on the screen. A simple problem. 2 identical trusses supported a load of 100 Newton as shown in the figure. The length of each truss is 0.1. Cross section 9.94. We can round off to 10. That's why we're getting under root of 100, near about to that. Because we are not using calculator now, so we have to approximate the value. Chaliye, we are having the cross section area, we are having the Young's modulus. What is the net force in the truss AC? This is point C. Can we take the simple concept of Lami's theorem and get the answer? Or you can resolve the force and you can get the answer. Because both the members are inclined at the same angle, so equally the force will be distributed. So can we say FAC will be exactly equal to FBC. This will be equal. If both forces are equal, can we say that your 100 is equal to 2 FAC sine 30, right? So from here, FAC is equal to how much? I think your sine 30 is 1 by 2, 100 only. Option D? Yes? Yes? Are we getting option D? A simple question, guys. Because both the force, both force will be equal. Equal length, equal cross section, equal inclination. FAC equal to FBC. So we can say sine 30 is 1 by 2, 2 and 2 get cancelled out. Option D is the correct answer. Chali, next question. Question number 4 on the screen. Next one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I hope so everyone is able to see the diagram. Yeah. A 40 mm diameter water jet strikes a hinge vertical plate of 800 Newton weight normally at its surface, at its center of gravity. That means it is actually hitting at the point G. Okay. What will be the angle of deflection? What will be this angle theta? After impacting, this particular vertical plate will be turning by some inclination. So you have to calculate what is the angle. Sine inverse 0.353, sine inverse 0.32, or tan inverse 0.353, or tan inverse 0.321. Quickly, this is the diagram. Okay, initial velocity, right? Quickly. Anyone? Yes, so they are having it is moving with a velocity of 15 meter per second, right? This is the diameter. Okay, so can we say, let's say this is applying a force F. Okay, this is applying a force F, right? It has displaced a point. This is point G, right? This is point G. Okay, so this is L by 2. This is let us suppose this this is F. This is F. So this is theta. This is also theta. This is 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta. This is theta. Okay. So we can say only F cos theta will be responsible for the turning effect. If I draw the diagram, it will be something like this. This is the hinge point. This is the point G. This is the force applied, right? This is the force F applied. Okay, so this is your theta. So only F cos theta will be responsible for the turning effect, right? This is your W. So can we equate the component? Can we equate the moment about point O? At the extreme position, F cos theta will create, let us suppose this is Y. This distance is Y and this distance is X. Okay, right? This height is L by 2 because this point was G. This is L by 2, right? So this is theta. I can say Y is equal to L by 2. This will be by cos theta, right? And what will be X? This is X. This distance is X. This distance is X. This is L by 2. So we can say X is equal to something along in tan. In tan will be having, because X by L by 2 is equal to tan theta. So from here I am having this X is equal to L by 2 tan theta. Yes, right? So equate the moment and tell me the final answer. X, this is X. Okay, this is, no, this will be your L by 2. 1 second. This will be your L by 2. 1 second. If I say this is your weight, this is your weight, right? So this is distance X. This is the distance X. This is L by 2. L by 2 cos, L by 2 sin theta. L by 2 sin theta. Yeah. Yes, L by 2 sin theta. Okay, so we got the value of X and Y. Equate the moment. F cos theta will create an anti-clockwise, W will create a clockwise moment. So we can calculate the moment about point O. And that will be equal to 0. That is F cos theta into Y is equal to W into L by 2 sin theta. So F cos theta into Y is nothing but L by 2 into cos theta is equal to L by 2 by cos theta and this is W into L by 2 sin theta. So from here you are getting the value of this cos theta get cancelled out. So we are having L by 2 get cancelled out. So we're having F by W is equal to sin theta. Okay, fine. So theta is equal to sin inverse F by W. Okay, F by W. What is F? What's the, how much amount of force will be applied? How much amount of force will, how we can calculate? This is a water. Can we calculate the force? The diameter is given. Rho A V square. Yes. Can we apply that equation rho A V square and get the value of this force? And that force, take the ratio with 800, will be getting the answer. Yes, quickly. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Calculate this force. Let's say this is force F. What with this force? Rho into A, right? Into V square. Quickly. Velocities we know. Area of cross section we know. Density of water we know. Can we calculate the value of force? So this is 1000. It is pi by 4 into 0.04 whole square into 15 square, right? So calculate the nearest possible value. So this is 100 into pi by 4 into 10 to the power or 16 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 15 square. So this 4 get cancelled. This is 4 to 25. So what's the value, nearest value? Because sin inverse will be the answer. C and D is not possible. C and D is not possible. So what is the nearest possible answer? 28.27. Sure. So we are having this as 100 into 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 4 into 225. This minus 2. So 4 pi into 2.25. So 8 into 3. B. Okay. Yes. So near about 30. Can we say 30? Near about 30. Approximately 30 Newton. And this is your, we can say 80. So we can say sin inverse 30 by 80, 800. This is 0.0 something. 0.353. Everyone is getting 0.353. A or B? A or B? Quickly. 0.353. Yes. 0.353 is the correct answer. Clear? 0.353 is the final correct answer that we are getting. It won't be 30. This is 12 into 224. हाँ ठीक है. 0.353 is the correct answer. Right? 0.0353 exactly. Actually, it should be 800 I think. Oh, 1000 है ना? Oh, 1300. Density of water. Okay, 300 by 800. Okay. So this is sin inverse 3 by 8. Okay, that is sin inverse 0.35. 0.35. So option A is the correct answer. Yes, because density of water is 1000. We have taken by mistakenly as 100. Okay. Chali, correct? Yes, thank you, Arun. Very good. Everyone got the answer? Okay, because you have to do the calculation like this. You calculators allowed nahi hai bhai, hai na? So you have to do some approximations whenever you are getting a calculative problem like this. Okay, everyone, can we proceed to the next one? Question number 5th on the screen. Chaliye, question number 5th. I hope so this is correct. A ball of weight 100 Newton is tied to a smooth wall by a cord making an angle of 30 degree. Okay, let's draw the diagram. So this is something like this. This is your cord. Okay. So they are asking you, and definitely it will be in touch with the wall. It will be in touch with the wall. Now tell me, this is making an angle of 30. What is the tension in the cord? What is the tension in the cord? Simple question. Sir, we are having three forces. This is your tension T. This is the reaction force R, and this is the weight W. This is 30. This is also 30. So we can say T divided by sine of 90 is equal to W divided by sine of 90 plus 30 is 120. So T is equal to sine 30 is 1, W is 100. What is sine 120? That is cos of 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So this is 200 by root 3 Newton. Option B is the correct answer. 200 by root 3. Very good, son Ashish. 200 by root 3. Correct. Can we proceed now? Next question. Clear. Very good, Shreyash. Arun, done. Srinu, Tarun, everyone. All clear? Sandeep, बहुत बढ़िया. Very good. Option B is the correct answer. चलिए, next question on the screen. Rapid fire का मतलब जल्दी जल्दी करना है ना? If a body is in equilibrium, then following statement is true. If the body is in equilibrium, the following statement is true. There is no force acting on the body. Resultant of all the force is zero, but the moment of force about any point is not zero. The moment of the forces about any point is zero, but the resultant of all the force is not zero. If a body is in equilibrium, then the following statement is true. I think should be the moment of the zero, but okay. It should be not, there is no force acting on the body. The resultant of the force is zero, but the moment of the force about any point is not zero. The moment of the force about any point is zero, but the result of all the force is not zero. Read the statement. They are saying the body is in equilibrium. Now we know that if a body is in equilibrium, the total force should be equal to zero and the total moment should be equal to zero, right? Fine. I think the statement should be not true. I think the statement should be not true. Yes. Vinod, option A. Sun, option C. Sandeep, option A. If a body is in equilibrium, then following is true. There is no force acting on the body. That is partially correct. Option A is partially correct because they are not talking about any moment. But let us read out the other options. The resultant of all forces is equal to zero, but moment of the forces at any point is not. This is not possible. The moment of the force about any point is zero, but the resultant of not force is not zero. That is also not possible. Okay, so we are only left with the option A. This is partially correct. Option A is also partially correct. We cannot say this is completely correct, but B and C is completely wrong, right? B and C is completely wrong. The reason being, whenever a body is in equilibrium, the total force acting on the body and the total moment acting on the body should be equal to zero. Exactly. Fine. Because they are saying there is no force acting on the body, so I can say that if no force means moment can be also be zero, right? We can say in that perception, but reading the option B and C, which is giving me a clear indication the body is not in equilibrium. Okay, by reading B and C, it is clearly stating that the body is not in equilibrium. So definitely we can go for. Now sometimes we are having this kind of situation in the examination. You are having this kind of situation where you have to select the least we can say wrong answer. There might be a possibility. Many number of times in ESE, it is being repeated that you have to approach that solution which is the least incorrect. Okay, clear? Next question. Question number 7 on the screen. I hope so this is clear, everyone. Why I have gone with option A? Because equilibrium means the net force acting on the body and the net moment acting on the body should be equal to zero. That is a pure statement of equilibrium, the pure definition of equilibrium. B and C is guaranteed not possible. So only we are left out with option B. Chalo, next question. Question number 7. A 13-meter long ladder is placed against a smooth vertical wall. Okay, so we are having a 13-meter long ladder, smooth vertical wall. This is A, this is B. And what should be the coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor so that the ladder remains in equilibrium? A most frequently asked question in many examinations. Let's say this is RB. Okay, this is weight W. This is NA or RA, reaction at A, and this is the friction force FB. Okay, so I've drawn all the possible forces. At point A won't be having any friction because the vertical wall is smooth. right? So we can say total horizontal force equal to 0, that means RA is equal to FB, and total vertical force is equal to 0, that is RB is equal to W, right? Now they are talking about you have to calculate over here. So what we can do, we can take moment about point B. We take moment about point B and make it equal to 0, right? So this is 13 meter. Let's say I'm taking this as L. This is L, okay, and this is X. Or let's say this is theta. Let us take it as theta. This is theta. So if you take moment about point B, RA into L sine theta, L sine theta, and what will be this one? This is equal to W into L by 2. This one, this distance, that is L by 2 cos theta. Okay, so L get cancelled out, so we are having RA is equal to W by 2 tan theta, right? Now what is RA? R is equal to FB. What is W? That is equal to RB tan theta, or I can say FB is mu into NB. Mu into RB. This is RB by 2 tan theta. This get cancelled out. Mu is equal to 1 upon 2 tan theta. Okay. Now this is theta. They are saying that this is distance is 5 meter, right? This is equal to 13 meter. So what will be this height? Anyone? If this is 13, hypotenuse is 13, that is 25. We can say 13 square minus 25 square, root of that, can we say this is 12? Yes. By 13 square, 169 minus 25, 144 is root of 144 is 12, so we can say this is 12. So tan theta, what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to 12 by 5. Tan theta is equal to 12 by 5. So we can say this is 1 upon 2 into 12 by 5. This is 5 by 24. So mu value is equal to 5 by 24 is the final correct answer. Which option is matching? So you have to go with the nearest value. 0.21, 0.25, 0.29. D is not possible. A, B and C. Which is the final correct answer? 0.21, 0.25. We are getting 5 by 24. We are getting mu is equal to 5 by 24. So 0.21. Option C. By 50 divided by 24 is 248 to 0. 0.21. 0.21 option C. Very good. Okay, clear. Option C is the correct answer. Chaliye. Next question on the screen. A body of weight 50 Newton is kept on a place inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal. It is in the limiting equilibrium. What is the coefficient of friction? Arey, बहुत easy question hai. This is the most easiest question. The body is in limiting equilibrium. So can we say the angle of inclination is equal to angle of repose? Can we say like this? The body is in limiting condition, limiting equilibrium. Can we say this is the point at which the body is about to slide? Or can we say your mu is equal to tan of theta? That's it. So this is tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. Option A is the correct answer. Yes or no? Very good, son. Very good. Simple hai na? If the body is in limit, that means this is nothing but the angle of inclination is equal to angle of repose. And we know that what is phi? Phi is equal to tan inverse mu, right? Tan inverse mu. So we can apply that logic and directly get the answer. No need to resolve the force. Ultimately, you will be getting the same relation. Ultimately, you will be getting the same relation, right? Sometimes you have to think in a logical way rather than going for that conventional way. Okay, option A correct. Very good, very good. Perfect, perfect. Chaliye. Next. A box of weight 1000 Newton is placed on a ground. Okay, so there is a box which is placed on a ground, right, having a weight of 1000 Newton, right. This is the normal reaction. The box is pulled by a horizontal force of 100 Newton. The frictional force is this one. The frictional force developed between the box and the ground at the impending motion is. They are asking you what is the limiting friction. they're asking you the value of limiting friction. I hope so you know what's the value of limiting friction. Mu value is given 0.5. We know that FL is equal to mu static into normal reaction. According to this, the total vertical force equal to 0, normal reaction is equal to 1000 Newton. Okay, so we can say this is 0.5 into 1000, right? So this is 500 Newton. Option yes. Now they're saying that the friction force developed in the box and the ground at impending motion. They are talking about it impending. Yes. C or D. They are saying that when the box is pulled by 100 Newton horizontal force, the friction force developed between the box and the ground at impending motion. What should be your answer? Is it C or D? They are not talking about the friction force developed between the bodies. If they're asking about what's the friction force developed between the box and the ground, the answer will be option C, 100 Newton. But as they are specifically mentioned that at impending motion, what's the meaning of this? That means they are talking about the limiting condition. They are talking about the limiting condition, and we say for limiting condition, what is the friction force? Yes. Quickly, because here the body will be in the static condition, because the limiting friction is 500 Newton. You need to apply a force of 500 or more than that in order to move this body. Yes, and we are only applying 100 Newton. So they are asking you, read the question carefully. When the box is pulled by a force of 100 Newton, the friction force developed between the box and the ground at impending motion, then answer should be 500 Newton, not 100 Newton. Is this clear? The reason being, they are clearly mentioning about, read the question. Okay, if they are saying that the friction force developed between the box and the ground, in that case option C will be the correct answer. Then in that case option C will be the correct answer. But by adding this two words, impending motion, then they are basically basing this. Okay, right? If force 100 Newton is being applied, the body is not in impending condition, right? They are saying if what will be the friction force between the box and the ground at impending motion. That means if you are applying a force more than of like I say near about to 500 Newton, then the body will be at impending condition. In order to fulfill this condition, the force applied should be equal to 500 Newton. This should be the applied force. Then only the body will be coming to this impending condition, right? At 100 Newton, the body is not in impending condition, right? Vinod? Yes. Okay. Fine. Any doubt? Please do let me know. The friction force developed between the box and the ground at impending motion S. So by adding this, they are basically making the problem slightly complicated. If they have written just friction between box and the ground, answer is directly 100 Newton. That's it. No doubt in this. Okay. Chalo, next. Fine. A block weighing 981 Newton is resting on a horizontal surface. The coefficient of friction between the block and the surface is 0.2. The vertical cable attached to the block provides a partial support as shown in the figure. A man can pull horizontally with a force of 100 Newton. What can be the tension in the cable if the man is just able to move the block to the right? Read the question and tell me the answer. That means we are talking about the limiting condition. All the calculations will be done under limiting condition because they are saying just able to move the block to the right. Okay, chalo. So we'll be having one normal reaction, the weight of the body will be having one normal reaction, and right. So normal reaction will be equal to your W minus T. This will be the normal reaction, right? They are saying that what will be the tension in the string in order to have just, okay, so we can say your 100 Newton will be exactly equal to your friction force, limiting friction, right? That is equal to mu into N. Right, so from here you can get the value of T. 100 is equal to mu value is 0.2, N is W is 981 minus T. Chalo, 981 minus T. So I can say that this is 5, this will be equal to 981 minus T is equal to 100 by 0.2. So this is 500, 981 minus T. So T is equal to 981 minus 500. Nearest value is your, yes, 481. 481 Newton. Option C. Are you getting option C? 481. 481 Newton. Acha, you're not able to see the options. Okay, now I think it is quite visible. I'm in front of. Is this clear? 481. Option C. 481 Newton. 481 Newton. Yes. Right? All clear? है ना? अरे ये तो easy था यार. है ना? This was an easy question. Done. 481 Newton is the final correct answer. अरे simple है ना? Calculation any doubt like 100 is equal to 0.2 into 981 minus t. So t is equal to 981 minus 500. That is 481 Newton. The exact value rate, not even round off value. Right. Shally, next question. Question number 10th on the 11th on the screen. Halfway we have completed. Now halfway is left out. So I want your support so as to get the answers as soon as possible. And before that, I'd like to inform you one very important update. 29th of August, Sanjay Rathi sir, who is 3 times ESE qualified and also ex-ES officer, he'll be dealing with the roadmap to be the gate topper in the next 5 months. And also you'll be register yourself for the gate scholarship test, will be held on 27th of August, this Sunday, I think. Yeah. And this is the interface. If you coming to our app, you will be getting this kind of interface. So the next question on the screen. A block resting on an inclined plane begins to slide down when the angle of inclination gradually increases to 30 degree. What is the friction between block and the plane? Very easy. A very easy question. Yes. What is the answer? 0.5, 0.578, 0.72, 0.866. A simple question. बहुत easy है ना? If a body is about to slide when it has reached an angle of 30 degree, can we say at this moment your angle of friction, or we can say your angle of friction will be exactly equal to angle of repose, or I can say your mu is equal to tan of 30, right? That is equal to 1 upon root 3, or you can say this will be equal to 1.732 divided by 3, 0.57 something or 8. Option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct. Very good, very good. Everyone correct. Ashish, Vinod, San, very good. Baki log, yes. Arun, Sandeep, clear. Shreyash, very good, very good. Option B is the correct answer. Very good, very good. Chale, next question. Question number 12. Let's see who's going to give me the answer. देखते हैं कौन सबसे पहले who is going to give me the correct answer for this problem at the first go. The ratio of moment of inertia of a circular body about its x and about y axis. चलिए, what is the ratio of moment of inertia about the x axis and the y axis? A, B, C or D? A, B, C or D? Easiest question. Quick. Arey, 1. Exactly, it is 1. But if you are having a circle, if you are rotating about x or y axis, it will be creating a same resistance. So definitely we know that Ix is equal to Iyy is equal to pi by 64 d to the power 4. Right? Option D is the correct answer. They are saying the ratio of Ix by Iyy. Iyy, that is equal to 1. Option B is the correct answer. Chaliye, next question on the screen. 13. Choose the correct combination of the stability and indeterminacy for the truss given below. The given truss is statically indeterminate and stable. It is statically determinate and stable. It is an unstable and none of the above. Identify the number of members, number of joints, and use a simple formulation to identify the type of truss that we are having. So you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Member is equal to 8. Number of joint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of joint. Okay. Chaliye, apply and tell me, is this stable or unstable or statically indeterminate and stable, statically determinate and stable? Quickly. A, B, C or D? Quickly, what is the equation? M is equal to, yes, 2j minus 3, right? If this equation is satisfied, the truss will be perfect truss, right? Now number of joint is 6, so 12 minus 3, that is equal to 9. So M is less than 2j minus 3. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Yes, it is statically indeterminate or unstable. This will be unstable because the number of members are not sufficient enough to hold that load. If you are applying a force, what will happen? There will be some deflection happening. Okay, so definitely this is an unstable. Statically indeterminate means your number of members is more than that of 2j minus 3. है ना? अगर m ज्यादा होता है, if m is more than that of 2j minus 3, that is your statically indeterminate. Statically indeterminate or indeterminate, or we can say redundant, right? If m is equal to 2j minus 3, then that is a perfect truss. That is a perfect truss, right? In our scenario, we are getting this one, which is an unstable. In our scenario, we are getting m is less than that of 2j minus 3, that's an unstable. Chale, next question on the screen. This is an interesting one. From kinetics, the motion of a body moving on a curved path is given by x is equal to 4 sine 3t and y is equal to 4 cos 3t. What is the resultant velocity of the car? Calculate the x component of the velocity, calculate the y component, and tell me the nearest possible value. Is it 30, 24, 12 or 40? Calculate your x component velocity, y component velocity, and take the root of that and get the final resultant velocity. Displacement is given along the individual axis x and y. You can differentiate dx by dt, that will be vx. That is dx by dt, that is equal to 4 divide by 3 into cos 3. Oh no, into 3. That is your 4 into 3, that is cos 3t. dy by dt, it is minus 4 into 3 sine 3t, right? So we can say the resultant will be equal to under root of vx square plus vy square. So this is 12 and 12 will be common, so that will be outside this. This is cos square theta plus sine square 3t, and that will be equal to 1. This is 12 meter per second. The final answer is option number C. Option C is the final correct answer. है ना भाई? Sine square theta plus cos square theta, that is equal to 1. I have taken this 4 into 3, 12. So 12 square will be common, and that root of that 12 will be coming out from the root. So we only left out with this particular value. Okay, is this clear? Right? So we are getting 12 meter per second as a final correct answer. Everyone is getting the answer, this one? Yes, option C. Arey bhai, jaldi jaldi. Sandeep, Ashish. Yes, Shrikant. Done. Okay, let's proceed for the next question now. Let's proceed for the next problem. I hope so this is quite clear. Question number 15th on the screen is from, again, a very easy topic. The midpoint of the rigid link of the mechanism moves as the translation along the straight line from the rest with a constant acceleration of 5 meter per second square. What is the distance covered by the said midpoint in 5 seconds of the motion? Simple question hai. They have given you the acceleration. It is starting from rest, right? The acceleration is given as 5 meter per second square. You need to calculate what is the distance traveled when the body has traveled a time of 5 seconds. Simple question. You can apply equations of motion because we are having a constant acceleration. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. Half at square. Initial velocity is equal to 0. This is half into a is 5. T square is 25. So this is nothing but 2.5, that is 62.5. Are you getting 62.5 meter? Option D. 62.5. Yes. Yes, by 125 by 2. 125 by 2 62.5. Vinod, I hope so this is clear है ना. चलिए भाई 125 by 2 62.5. या ऑप्शन डी is the correct answer. चलिए देखो छोटे छोटे मिस्टेक नहीं करना. इफ समटाइम्स अ स्मॉल कैलकुलेटिव मिस्टेक्स यू आर डूइंग ना, दैट इज आल्सो अवेलेबल इन द ऑप्शन. जो भी छोटा मोटा कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक दैट यू विल बी डूइंग, दैट रॉन्ग ऑप्शन इज आल्सो अवेलेबल specifically in the examinations where calculators are not allowed. वहां पे आपको ज्यादा देखने को मिलेगा this kind of situation. Okay, चलिए next question on the screen. ये लीजिए question number 16. A motorist traveling at a speed of 18 km per hour suddenly applies brakes and comes to rest after skidding 75 meter. The time required for the car to stop is. So the initial velocity is 18 km per hour. Convert into meter per second. It has traveled a distance of 75 meter and the final velocity is equal to 0. What is the time taken to reach, to skid this or to stop this particular car after having a skidding motion of 75 meter? Okay, 18 को convert कीजिए, that is equal to 5 by 18, 5 meter per second. This is equal to 5 meter per second. Yes, 18 into 5 by 18, that is 5 meter per second. You have to calculate the time taken if a body is traveling a distance of 75. Are, what happened? Simple question na. Final velocity, initial velocity is given, distance travel is given, right? Final velocity is 0. You have to only calculate the value of t. Yes. Yes, quickly. What is the acceleration? Anyone who can tell me? What is the acceleration? We can apply by v square is equal to u square plus 2 into a into s. This is the retardation happening. So final velocity is equal to 0. U square is 5 square minus 2 into a into 75, right? So a is equal to 25 by 2 into 75. So this will be 1 by 6 meter per second square. We got the value of retardation. Once retardation you have calculated, now we can calculate the value of t. That is equal to v is equal to u plus at, right? This is 0. Initial velocity is 5 minus a is 1 by 6 into t, right? So from here t is equal to 30 second. 30 second. Option E. Yes. Option, oh no, nearest value will be option B, 29.994. That should be the nearest value. Option B, actually this is very close call. 30.25 should not be given. 29.94 is more closer to 30. Ideally, I can say 29.94 is more closer to B rather than option A. But that should be, this kind of option is very, देखो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, many times in ESE also we are having this kind of situation. So always try to go for the most correct answer. So B is the most closest answer, having a difference of 0.06. Right? Option B is the correct answer. Okay. Right? So please make sure ऐसे questions कभी बनते हैं, but इतना difference rare होता है. But if they are giving the options like this, so you have to be careful. Right? We have calculated 30 and we are getting exact 30. Okay. चलिए next question on the screen, 17th problem. This is a question from the collision topic. This is the direct result that we are using. A ball is dropped on a smooth horizontal surface from a height h. Okay, from a height h it is being dropped, right? What will be the height of the rebounds after the impact, after the second impact, if the coefficient of restitution is E? Simple formula, simple question. What will be the height? Let's say this is after first and this is after second. So they are asking you what's the value of H2. What's the value of H2 after second rebound? This is after first rebound, this is after second rebound. Option A, option B. इसमें देखो students do commit mistake. E square H or E H or E cube H or E4 H. Yes. Quickly. Okay. Yes, perfect. Look, after reaching a height of let's say, if I say before collision, the velocity will be 2g into h. Before collision it will be 2gh. After collision, let's say this is v2, or it will be having a velocity of how much? Root of 2gh1, right? So can we say coefficient restriction is equal to v1 by v, v1 by v, or v1 by v, that is root of 2g h1 by root of 2gh. So h1 is equal to e square h. h1 is equal to e square h. Similarly, if you apply between h1 and h2, what will be getting? E is equal to or simply I can write it over here as h2 is equal to e square h1, right? So if you try to visualize, I have to create a relation between h2 and h. So we can say h1 is equal to e square h, h2 is equal to e square h1. Can we say h2 is equal to e to the power 4 h? Option D is the correct answer. This is the common mistake students are committing. If I say, let me try to help you out. If I say there is a body which is dropping from an initial height of h, after n rebounds, right? Let us suppose it is reaching a height of hn, then hn will be equal to e to the power 2n into capital H. Remember this one. Simple formulation. I thought some students might have, if you're having one rebound, e square h. If you're having two rebound, e to the power 4 into h. Is this clear? Right? This direct formulation you have to remember, because sometimes you can use this formulation directly in the examination. Okay? After n rebound, then your height of that particular ball will be equal to e to the power 2n into capital H. Okay? Fine. Do not get confused. This is saying second impact. So n is equal to 2. Option D is the correct answer. Right? I hope so. This mistake that you are committing, it's actually good, because now you are learning from this. You won't be committing this mistake in the examination. Chale, question number 18 on the screen. Third last problem. Two balls of equal mass and of perfectly elastic material are lying on the floor. One of the body is moving with velocity v, is stuck with a second ball. Both balls after the impact move with the velocity. Okay. Two equal mass, right? This is moving with velocity v. This is actually will be at rest only, right? This is v. After the impact, both balls will be moving with the velocity of, that means they are moving with the velocity of v dash and v dash, having the same mass. Simple. Elastic, perfectly elastic, E is equal to, perfectly elastic, E is equal to 1 or 0? Equal to 1 or 0? Equal to 1, equal to 1, right? 1, very good. So I can say E is equal to v dash, right? This will be, both balls will be moving. ठीक है, चलिए. E is equal to 1, E equal to 1, right? We can apply the linear conservation of momentum. We can say m into v is equal to m into v dash plus m into v dash. This is equal to v dash is equal to v by 2. अरे बहुत easy, option B. V dash is equal to v by 2. Okay, clear, done. Right, chali, next question number 19 on the screen. During inelastic collision of two particles, which of the following is conserved? Inelastic collision, please read the statement carefully. Whenever two bodies are having inelastic collision, then which of the following will be conserved? Total kinetic energy will be conserved, total linear momentum will be conserved, both linear momentum and kinetic energy will be conserved, neither momentum nor kinetic energy will be conserved. A, B, C or D. If the body is undergoing inelastic collision, this is a simple conceptual based problem. Which of the following will be conserved? A, B, C or D? Total kinetic, total linear, both linear and kinetic, or neither linear nor kinetic? Very good, Shreyash, very good. Can we say option B? It is inelastic collision, so definitely only linear momentum will be conserved. This statement is only applicable when there is a elastic collision. When there is an elastic collision, then only this particular both linear momentum and kinetic energy conservation we can apply, or energy conservation we can apply, right? But in case of an inelastic collision, we only need to apply, or we can only apply the concept of conservation of linear momentum. B is the correct answer. Chaliye, last question on the screen. A very easy question. A roller of weight W is to be rolled over a wooden block as shown in the figure. The F is required to just cause the said motion. So which of the following is correct? Which of the following? That means you have to calculate what is the relation between F and W. What is the relation between F and W? This is, let's say, point P. So I can take the moment about point P. Point P equal to 0. Okay. Quickly. This is O. This is O. This is F. Right. This is your radius R. And this is W. Right. And this is point P. And we are calculating the moment. So what will be this? This is 30. So this is R sine 30. So F into R sine 30 in the clockwise direction, and this distance will be R cos 30. W into R cos 30. That's it. Okay. So R and R get cancelled. F is equal to W by tan 30. I think you can answer to this problem. You can answer to this problem. Simple. Paras. Tan 31 upon root 3. Option C. F is equal to root 3W. Option C. I think you are not able to see the option. That's the problem. Okay. Next time I will be make sure that ये आप option देखते रहे, है ना? I think the slide has been shifted on the on back side of mine. Option C. Yes. चलिए. Done. That is simple question, guys. You have to just apply the moment about point, because this is just about to cause the motion. Again, we are talking about limiting condition. That's the saying. The option is not visible. Let me hide myself. Now, okay. Now I think you are able to see option C, root 3W. Right? Okay. Chaliye. Perfect. Done. Chaliye. So these are the top 20 questions from the engineering mechanics for your ISRO examination. Right? And I hope so you all had a great 57 minutes with me, and definitely in our vision classes already that is being started, batch number 10, we all 4 faculties are taking the courses for GATE and ESE. So if you have not yet started also, there's a simple one-stop solution over there. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can do drop us a call at this number, and do join my Telegram channel. I'll be sharing the PDF after this session. If you are having any doubt or difficulty, the reason why I'm saying considering that we have to join this this Telegram channel, because many of the PDFs being floated, and I've already floated one of PDF which is carrying 10,000 questions for mechanical and civil students also. You can do download, because for civil students, mechanics, PERT CPM, and your fluid machinery is also there's some questions we can do practice that. Okay. Chaliye, thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe, and let's meet in the next session. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Paras. Thank you. And soon on Monday, we'll be discussing about theory of machine. On Monday. Now we'll be meeting on Monday. Monday ko I think at 6 p.m. we'll be having the ESE PYQ. So those who are practicing for ESE, and also this will be helpful for your ISRO also, your HAL also, and HPCL also. All the we can say exams pattern will be covered in this particular session. Okay, so let's meet on Monday at 6 p.m. Until then, enjoy your learning with BYJU'S Examiner. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.